Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the Chazon Ish, Emunah Ubitachin, where he continues to describe the amazing wonders of the human body, how Kadosh Baruch Hu put everything into place exactly where it needs to be, that we should understand and appreciate the godless, the greatness of the Bari Olam, the creator of the world. And he says, Ulefaneino mechaze mezazeh kolev hachacham. In front of us is a sight that really should cause the heart of every wise person to tremble. When you think about the magnificence that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has done. B'mivne gave ha'adam the structure that is known as the interior of the human body. L'kabel ha'mazayin u'la'aklei. It receives the food and it digests the food. U'lechalkai ba'ofen chimi liyisodos nifradim. And it breaks down chemically all of the food that you get into different and separate elements. And it sends each element to the proper place. For example, you take an orange. An orange is filled with vitamin C. It's also filled with fiber. And it's filled with citrus and other vitamins. And the body knows how to break down in its digestive tract the vitamins in one place and the minerals someplace else and the fiber elsewhere. And then it takes it and it sends it to the parts of the body that needs more vitamin C. It sends it to the areas of the body that requires more fiber. It sends to the areas and the places in the body that needs more of the minerals that are there. How does the body know such a thing? Because the Rabbi Shalom built it in such a way. It sends every element to the proper place. We learned about this, their workings through the wisdom that humans are endowed with. Mishpat ha'keres v'ha'keva, the workings of the keres of the abdomen and the keva, the stomach, ha'kovid v'ha'mora, the liver and the gallbladder, ha'tuchoil v'ha'klayos, the spleen and the kidneys, ha'dakim v'chis ha'shesen, the intestines and the bladder, ha'lev v'ha'mayach, the heart and the brain, u'lechol eiver tafkidim miyuchadim, every single organ that we have in our body has a specific function. V'kulam oivdim shechem echad b'zvizus nifla, and they all work together in unison with wondrous alacrity. Ad shemevarim es adam beira achar beira, they are purifying the blood, one process of purification after another. Umamidim oisal afnai bechamus ha'odim v'aloivin, and they help it to maintain the proper state with the proper amount of the red blood cells and the white blood cells. Hadorosh lekim ha'machayne hanikreis adam, which is needed for the maintenance of this machine that we call Adam, that we call man. Says the Chazon Ish, if you would see what's going on underneath the surface, and you would know every single organ that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given us, how masterful it is done with the most tremendous precision. And it moves things along, and it digests things, and it flushes out the system, and it purifies the blood, and it gives you stimulation, and it gives you energy. All the things that are going on, it is a well-greased machine called Adam that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has designed. Mechavnim es manas hasukar b'diuk. These organs also regulate blood sugar levels precisely. V'oy devar mefulosim befeles, and many other components are balanced as a result of all the organs working together in unison. That's also part of what the Chazon Ish is saying. The wonder is, you have so many different elements, so many different organs, each one doing something else within this system called man. It's miraculous that they all work together in unison so that a person's body should be able to run the way that it does. Dak al dak nivdak, to the most exacting degree, everything is balanced. The Adam tipesh liboy, and man is oblivious to all of this. He doesn't know about this host of forces in him that are standing guard. Va'amelim bli leos ubli cheref. They labor tirelessly, and continuously, leman chayeu, in order to give him life. V'laseis lo she'eris beretz hachayim, and to enable him to remain amongst those here in the earth, on the land, that are living. Do you realize what you have going on under the surface? If you could see this incredible machine that is working in unison, you begin to realize it. If a person, Rahman al-Zan, has ever had any issues with any of these organs, God forbid, or their blood count is not proper in the white or the red, or the brain is not functioning at full capacity, or the heart is not pumping all of the beats that it needs to, and therefore the blood is not moving in the way that it should. When a person begins to see something wrong, then they begin to realize what they had all of this time. And the Chazon Ish is saying, let's not even get to that place where something is lacking or missing or hurting or aching. Let's recognize right now how Kodesh Baruch Hu, in His Chesed and His Rachamim and His infinite intelligence, how the Ribbono Shel Olam, Master and Creator of the universe, created us perfect, in unison, balanced, everything working together to ensure that you and I and all of mankind, and Befrat specifically, that Klal Yisrael should have the koyach to continue living their lives the way that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to, Be'ezras Hashem. Have a wonderful day.